Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think I should have worn sunscreen for all the lights, but and I'm sorry that it's warm, but because we are not currently an ownership of this building, we can't control everything. So thank you so much for joining us. I would like to thank my staff and council for being here. Chris Pettit, our current town manager, Chris Moody, Chris Wolf. Yes, we have a lot of Chris's. Ronnie Helms, Alan Garrison, Lisa Cook, and Ben Hudgens. We are hardworking individuals that are very, very pleased to be before you today. There are so many people in this room that I could thank that it would take a while, so please know that our heart is with you. I'd like to recognize Francie Daylor, L. Close for joining us today, Chuck Epps. We are filled with people we love in this room. Today, the town of Fort Mill is pleased to announce that we are under contract to purchase this building and the building that Pike continues to lease next door. The buildings we stand in will be used as town government center. We hope to close on the property in late May, and later this location will house town departments and staff, the town police department, a new council chambers, a municipal court, conference and training rooms, all while preserving the incredible history of this building, the family and the workers that are our past, our present, and our future. The building was constructed in 1950, some say in the shape of an airplane, a plane that Colonel Elliott White Springs flew. It was the headquarters of a textile company that Colonel Springs led for his family, both those born to him and those of us that worked for him. His leadership and creative ingenuity would take the company forward, not just to survive the Depression, but to become the largest producer of sheeting in the world. Most of our residents not only found work here, but a connection, a sense of community, of family. Our community remains close, determined, and resilient. Everyone knows that we have experienced unprecedented growth over the recent past as we seek to live in such an idyllic place. Among the challenges of such growth is to ensure that our staff and services increase to ensure our community's needs are met. The town commissioned a comprehensive facility study in 2023, and the results recommended the expansion of several of our existing facilities. Council and staff reviewed options and estimated costs and found a win-win opportunity to purchase this facility and the building that Pike leases next door. The decision enables the town to increase our staff and to help with the space we need today and well into the future. Importantly, the purchase enables us to preserve the historic and iconic buildings. We could have found and purchased land, built a new facility, or allowed development on this land. But we knew the right decision was to embrace and preserve the history that made us what we are today. I'm proud of our staff and our council in recognizing and acting upon the win-win situation and for our community. I will turn this over to Chris Pettit, our current town manager, to provide a few details on the functionality expected from this building. Chris?
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. A lot of hard work from council and numerous staff members has gotten us here today. And first and foremost, I would like to thank council as well as staff for the work put in. I would also like to thank Drew Spears with Pope and Land as a current property owner representative who acknowledged our win-win opportunity on this site and worked with us to make today a possibility. When we all sat down to consider what we were looking for in a government facility space, items like having a centralized location in town, maintaining a presence in the downtown district, being able to grow and expand our services to the community in a single space for 20 plus years, having ample parking and acreage with a facility, being able to bring most of our services together on one site. These are all important factors to us. And when you look at that list, it's almost as if I wrote it for the purpose of a press conference to announce this facility we stand in, which may or may not have some validity to it, but the fact is that this facility really does check all those boxes that we were searching for. We've engaged with a great architecture firm in Creech & Associates that's assisting us at looking at minimal renovations to the space. Overall, the layout of the facility works really well for our departments. We do have an opportunity to create from scratch a public interfacing area, something this facility wasn't necessarily designed to accommodate in the same way that we would have in a government space, but this opportunity allows us to think to the future about how we can best provide our services to our residents and our customers. As the Mayor mentioned, we anticipate closing in late May on the property. Upon closing, we will begin those renovations, upgrades, and maintenance to the facility with a plan to begin transitioning some staff to the facility by the end of the year, with plans for all staff to move over in early 2025. There's a lot of work left ahead of us, but we are excited about this opportunity to be able to move into a facility that will allow us to enhance our ability to serve the community for decades to come. Thank you again, and I'll ask the Mayor to step back up.
So in preparing for today, we would have liked to have toured you through the building, but that is just not possible. We are not in ownership of the building at this point, so we can't do that. However, as we make those renovations, we will more than proudly open this up and allow anyone in the community that would like to visit and tour our new facility. We want to do that. I want to make plain and clear, too, that there's an office in the right-hand corner of this building and a space adjacent to it that belonged to the Colonel, and we will preserve that. As long as there's breath in my body and the town owns the facility, that will be a place of history and a place of reverence in this building. So we look forward to working with the family and the museum to make it perfect, because that's what it will be to us. I read a quote last night that I thought was pretty interesting, given that we announced the Hardee's land last week and this today. There are weeks that happen in decades and decades that happen in weeks. The announcements last Tuesday and today are decades and weeks. Thank you, each of you, for your support, and we hope to continue to have that moving forward. Good day for Fort Mill. Thank you.